Oh, wow. Huh. That'd be cool. Yeah, go arrowhead hunt. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, so a tribe or a family could have been up here, or probably was.
Absolutely was.
Yeah.
They all you needed was a water source.
Sure.
And a top like that. During the summertime, they had mosquitoes as bad or worse than we did.
Jeez.
And so we have a place on the other side of the valley called Chief Red Eagle's Camp.
Okay.
And he came up out of the valley because of the mosquitoes being so bad.
Wow. Yep. Okay. And then any ideas of how this little ravine was formed? Is that just water erode? Like was been a big glacial kind of thing coming?
Yeah, in the beginning.
Okay.
We're on the edge of the Great River Warren. River Warren is in the far northeast corner of Minnesota. And so when that spilled over, it formed the Minnesota River.
We don't have to go to the top of the tower. If we could maybe just get out here on the ground, maybe. Or,
would you like to?
Or maybe maybe we could go up maybe just a couple flights so we could just look out into there.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just debase right here, guys. We'll go maybe a couple flights up just so we can maybe look out. What are we looking at here?
That's one of the oaks.
Oaks, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a white oak?
I have trouble with it until it yields its little fruits.
Sure, okay.
Let's ask Moses.
Sure.
Moses, white oak, red oak?
Yeah, that's a red oak.
That's a red oak.
Yeah, with the spiky.
The end.
Yeah, and a white oak would be more rounded.
Hey, gang. Oh,
What happened?
okay.
What is it, affiliated?
Nope.
Okay. Oh, that's look at that. Yeah.
But it is really special. That is a yellow-bellied sapsucker, you guys. All right, look at the top notch. And the male that just flew away has a red slash, just like Moses' shirt. Okay? Now, they're good and they're bad. When the hummingbirds, right up there, that's the female. When the hummingbirds come back in the beginning of the year, they're often not flowers. But the yellow-bellied sapsucker precedes them. And if you have a maple tree or a flowering crab or a honeysuckle, the little guy will band it with holes. So maybe we'll find that today. You wouldn't band this, that's too tough for it. But they band it with holes, and then the hummer comes along, and this is honest to gosh truth, licks from that hole where the sap is. And many a hummingbird has been saved by the bird that you just saw. There is a problem. Fungi crawls in the hole and into the bark and kills the tree. Or if it's a locust tree, the hole that was drilled by that little woodpecker gets bigger and bigger and stretches, and your neighbors 1 block down have lost a tree because it no longer had bark. The bark stretched and the hole stretched, and then the tree is nude. So anyhow,
that was nice.
That was really good.
Yeah.
A lot of people shoot them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they destroy the apple trees and honey locusts. Yeah. I've seen even science people go absolutely nuts when a little flock, a family, will land in a honey locust and start.
It's going away at it.
Yeah, but the hummingbird sometimes is really dependent upon. Anyhow, I'm sorry. I'm too long-winded. We better
No,
go
sure.
back.
This is this is great.
I'm glad you got to see him.
Yeah. Maybe we could just go up a couple flights and look out. Just tell us what we're looking at out here. Maybe a couple of quick facts about that. And guys. Do you have to be out of here by a certain time? What
No,
time?
I'm okay. But I could talk forever, so you have to cut me off.
Sure. Okay.
Colin.
Sure. Oh yeah. We're just coming through this.
Hey, hear that rolling sound over to the right? That. Come on, do it again. That's the rose-breasted.
Oh.
Rose-breasted grosbeak. Most magnificent bird.
Yeah. My roommate saw one the other day, and he was really talking about it.
Okay.
Over the bridge. Nighthawk. Oh, up there you talking about? Yeah, there's 4 of them.
Who did that? Who identified that?
That was Adam.
A for the day.
Yeah.
Adam, there must be a migration coming through. And here we are, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It shouldn't be.
We got nighthawks, yeah.
And you've got nighthawks.
What do you look for? The wing, or what do you?
White spots on the wings.
Okay.
And then that kind of you described
Yeah,
it.
it looks almost like a bat.
Yeah.
Yep. But it should be up until 9 o'clock in the morning or 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock at night. But the critters are hungry. That's what's going on.
Oh, and that's the difference between your white oak?
Yeah, the
The
rounded.
leaves are rounded
Uh-huh.
compared to the other oaks where they're... Yeah.
I have a question. What's the pileated woodpecker? Any fun facts about those? Because I've seen a few of those.
That's not one there.
Okay.
Now, who is that?
That looks like a buzzard. Or
You're
no?
exactly right.
Okay.
Now, many of your customers are going to say, we saw an eagle,
Yeah.
we saw an eagle, which is, there's another nighthawk, which is altogether possible. But with the vulture, if you see the wings tipped a little bit like this and those 5 flaring fingers, then you know it's the,
Are those primary feathers? Those are what you call their primaries. Okay. Sure.
it has to stick out. Whereas the vulture will circle naturally, but this is prime bald eagle spot right here, and you know that you've got a marvelous tree just a mile right through the gap there, and it has 2 little eaglets on it right now. By now you can't even look over and see it anymore because of the foliage, but we start watching for it on about February 15th, and then we watch for the little white heads, and you can see them from Highway 6. So if it happens to be the fall, you just might say to the people, that's our pride and joy down there. We call it the Jesselyn Church Eagle Nest. Been there at least a dozen years. How long have you been watching it?
Oh, we've been watching it for
Forever.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah.
We were concerned because a snowmobile trail that's been there for a long
That's
time
right
too
next to it, yeah.
goes right underneath it now. And also we heard a lot of gunfire down there last spring when the nesting was going on, and so we thought, we've lost them. But here's a fun one. We brought a bunch of ornithologists of this level. I'm at this level and they're at this level. Brought a bunch of them down from the cities and did a tour of the valley, and really didn't see a lot of stuff. It was one of those not stuffed days, okay? And so everybody's feeling glum. There are about 40 of them. And we're in a school bus and we're trotting along back towards Blakely, and all of a sudden the male eagle dropped down on the female eagle and they began copulating. Well, the bus had been stopped and the bus kind of went like because everybody rushed to get photos of what was going on. So in the end, it was worth their trip. The other neat thing about this area is there was going to be a power plant placed just a few miles down at High Island Creek, and it split the citizens, it split the people. And we were teaching in Faribault at the time, and using the estimation of wind speed and emissions and all of that stuff, we felt that the Nurse Strand woods would be damaged. And so we were anti the power plant, but there were a lot of people that were pro. So there's this little Jesselyn church down here, and your people probably were on one side or the other, and we won't ask which. But this area was saved from the power plant. And I say saved because that's the premise I'm coming from, because otherwise you couldn't have what you have going here today. But this is extraordinarily beautiful. So the folks you're tied off down there, okay? So, but the ride does not go down this.
Yeah, it does.
It does.
It goes all the
Holy
way.
capitalers. Barbara would not like that. Oh, that's marvelous. You're looking down on the big woods, a remnant of the big woods. The prairie starts out there, And then you've got the big woods here, and you've got the valley. Colin was asking about formation of the valley, and Adam, from your 4th grade geology, you know that the valley was created by the water of the River Warren flowing down to Mankato and then back again. And that's where people are becoming wealthy on, is the deposits of gravel and sand that are all along the way. In some places it's the old limestone, like at Mankato. So we weep to see those I'm old-fashioned, I'm really old. And we weep to see those resources going.
Sure.
You know,
Yeah.
what you're gonna do when you're 100.
Right.
So this is just splendid, folks.
Yeah.
So Adam,
Yes.
Schefflers then are over there.
Yeah, so you follow this ravine, if you will, and it's right. You can actually see their farm and bridge and some of the stuff. If you look, when you go across the line, you can look and you'll see the back portion. There's a driveway, and there's a back area, and there's a field. You actually see the field right now. It's a felpa. So yeah, you do get a good little
Over there,
glimpse of the
okay.
property.
So there is a body of water flowing,
Yep,
not a
there's
body.
little stream here that's
Okay.
running.
And see, that's all the Native Americans were looking for, was that stream. And a woman's job was to go down there and get the water. The guys, as I understand it, didn't get the water from down in those ravines. And then the fellows were off, not hunting, but we were saying to Colin that knoll where you were parked over there would have been such a good summer camp, because the Native Americans would come out of the valley in the summertime because of the mosquitoes. If you think we have mosquitoes now, they had mosquitoes then, you know. So that's what you're seeing, this marvelous remnant. A few birch left. Birches are becoming a thing of the past. They're crowded out by the other trees. And
What's
the
tree right
maple.
here? What's this? I know.
Well, I'm going to go with maple. Are you going to go with maple, Moses?
Maple.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Go with maple.
And oak over here? And oak over here?
Yeah.
And there was a lot of sumac over there. It must be a blazing glory in the fall.
There's a lot of
Oh,
cement
oh
on
yeah,
the
and
road.
On the
yeah.
edge over there?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yellow and
Turns bright red in the fall.
Uh-huh. Used for lemonade during the summertime. When it gets a little more mature, it has the red,
yeah, it's
like a
like
corn
bud
cob.
on it or something. Yeah.
You can soak that, and you can add a little sugar to that, and you can drink it.
Oh wow.
But you don't give it to kids the first time. You just experiment with it first, and if you don't die, then it's okay. But the kids always experiment with yourself first. And Adam made it, so evidently.
Nice.
Right on. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's good for here. Let's take it back down, and we'll maybe go down this front side of the hill at Footloose.
You should advertise this for church services right here.
It's
This level. This level. Or
Yeah.
a wedding.
See the view from
Or a
Straub.
wedding.
Have you had any weddings up here?
We've had a few bachelor parties. No ceremonies have been performed here, but yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Oh, you get just the right people here. What a sacred spot.
It's pretty nice. Yeah, that's a memory for sure. And this is we picked a perfect day to bring you out. But anyway.
Now, the other thing that we can see way over there, kids. You see those two power poles?
Yep.
All right. That's called the CAP 2020, and it's a major power lane. They wanted to come through Le Sueur and cross Bucks Lake. And so we put up a mighty fight
Yeah.
about it, and it got sent to Belle Plaine
Yep.
instead. But now here's the next part of it. We used the eagle and the great blue heron as our fighting symbol, as you know, you're going to destroy this. Well, what's happened down there now? We've been keeping track of the great blue heronry, which is on Highway. This is 6 on Highway 6, and not too far from Highway 25. There was a heronry last fall that had 53 nests
Oh, gee.
when the herons left, and the most we saw this year was 12.
Oh.
And it looked as though Now Belle Plain's going to lose that marvelous heronry because only less than about a third of a mile away are the power lines, and we watched the great blue heron swim. We saw them flying between those lines last fall while they were trying to feed their kids. Progress.
Yeah,
know.
something's gained, something's lost. Yeah.
Sorry, I rattle on. I rattle on.
That's okay.
Yeah, no, this is all great stuff.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, this is
a
cool.
lot of cool stuff.
Let's see. How about yeah, you guys want to head down? We'll kind of go to the front side of the property real quick and kind of talk about that view. Yeah, kind of what's...
What a place to bring a
Yeah.
group of kids.
Isn't it? It would be great. It would be great. to
Yeah.
Get a bunch of that.
Even if you did a
kids.
few, a few of the levels.
Yeah, just to take them out and then you can point things out.
What a field trip.
Yeah, that would be cool for them.
But Adam,
Yeah.
you have to sign here and sign
Oh
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Parents at the sign name. Yeah.
Your dad ever build circular stairways, Adam?
I don't know if he ever wanted the headache.
Oh,
I don't know if he ever did. He did everything else, but I think he just did the old zigzag back and forth stairs.
Colin, did you clear this?
Not too much. No, this was
Okay.
kind of maybe the builders might have just a little bit.
Okay.
That was from one of the lodges. That must have been one of the big lodges. Look at she found an artifact. This is made by the Minnewacan Sioux. Like close to the 21st century.
Right
Big
on.
turning point here.
Yeah, any what are these purple flowers? Lilacs or what?
This is, may I pick one? It's not a,
You'll smell.
well, you really have to smell it.
And they're like,
When this is blossoming, that's Barbara's time to hit for the woods. She'll hold off until the wild phlox, Sweet Williams, it has 4 different names depending where you're standing. But the odor, the aroma is just extraordinary. And so it's a favorite of the hummers, of the hummingbirds.
Yeah.
smells good.
So some people call them Canadian phlox, some people call them Sweet Williams. There probably is a scientific name, but we just go with wild phlox. Nice odor.
Cool stuff.
Quick
Yeah.
question, if I can ask, what is the weed that you use for burn weed when you get poison ivy? What is that plant called, or is that in this area, or is that down by the, you know what I'm
You
talking
need
about?
more moisture.
Calamine?
Yeah.
Um,
Calamine, is that what it's called?
keep going. Wild snapdragon.
Okay.
Bouncing Betty, but it's wild.
It looks almost like rhubarb or whatever, and you break the stalk
Yeah,
off and you rub
right
it
on.
your skin.
It has a aloe effect.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we might see some
Okay.
when we get near any. It has to. Usually, it's associated with heavy mosquitoes, nettles.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
nettles.
It's right tucked
Okay,
in there with
it does the trick on nettles.
Yeah.
But
Excellent. Yes. We'll head back to the ranges. Yeah.
Nettles is just like insulation.
It's warm. Nettles are bad. The burn goes away pretty fast.
a lot of wild grape in here.
What's that? Oh yeah.
Cartoons make it look like they hurt. I ain't gonna lie to you, they really hurt.
What's this?
Ooh.
What is this?
What's that?
Oh,
Good stuff.
is this?
I know it's cold, but I'm blanking.
I don't remember.
Oh, sure you do.
I can smell it.
Catnip.
Yeah.
Catnip.
Catnip. You dry it and make make tea. Oh, and this is a favorite right here. Connor or Adam, you have to know this one.
I know.
Toilet paper.
It's the first lesson they learn in Nature Neighbor is toilet paper. Okay, it gets.
Definitely take note of this. Is the teepee plant.
Yeah.
What's that?
The teepee plant.
Yes.
That's got Charmin beat all day.
Oh, it has. It has.
Called lambs here though.
Yes,
Oh, it does feel like a little lammy.
it has a German name.
Only single layered.
You'll see me like
What
come
do
to
you-
my
what do you call
apartment.
this
Why
one?
is there only leaves in here? What?
It grows about this tall, and it gets yellow flowers on it. And the goldfinches, you talked about goldfinches,
yeah.
go crazy for it in the fall. Considered a weed by the DNR. So if you're ever weeding up here, this would be one that has to go. The other one is the plainton, but it's a ground cover. It holds the ground.